Tell me, buddy, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Out! Out! Hey everybody, just hanging out here in the back lot, just doing a little bit of camping, kind of sticking around here this weekend. Had a few things to do, so making the most of it. Trying out a little Biolite, it's like a fire pit type thing. And it's got a little grill on top, and you got a little like barbecue lid you can put on top too if you want to cook with it. And it's kind of neat. Used it a couple times already. I like cooking salmon and potatoes and stuff like that on there. Let's check it out. You got the lid on there. Keep the heat in for all the stuff I'm cooking. There's a lot of heat coming off of that. It is a hot, hot, hot fire. Down here to my side, I got my tiny little table. It's a little kit from Refuge outdoor. You can find those online. I think they're Amazon, but I got this through Hilltop Packs. And I got a little Thermacell tabletop mosquito repeller there. It uses a butane canister and a little like permethrin pad. And then I got my little tongs. These ones actually belong to my boss years ago. Got them in a yard sale. It's kind of cool that my first boss still kind of lives on through me. You like to grill, I like to grill. But yeah, I'm gonna continue cooking here a little bit, and you can hear the stuff sizzling. But it's got that little fan unit there on the side, and it blows a lot of hot air through these pipes inside, and it allows it to burn real hot and clean. So there's my cool little chair. All the little stuff areas on it. I got my Warbonnet Ridgerunner. Got 40-degree underquilt on there. And a little Lucy lantern up there, and tarp and a snake skin. I don't think I'm going to need the tarp tonight. Originally they talked about a little rain, but then the forecast changed. And one thing I modded on this was on the ends I got the Roto Locura carbon fiber poles to replace the aluminum poles, save a little bit of weight, and they fit in the same, and they're just probably half the weight. So I got a couple of salmon foil packs and a thing of scallops, some sliced up potatoes. Those are gonna be pretty delicious, man. Well, I came in for just a minute, took all the foil packs and stuff off, and decided I'd just come eat here in the house, get some water and good stuff and a plate, and I'll go back out. I'll show you what I got. So I got some grilled salmon, got some seasoned potatoes, and I got some little sea scallops there. That's pretty good. I still got a few extras here. Not bad. It's pretty relaxing out here. Traffic's starting to die down for a little while. I think there's a critter or two over across the way. I hear something over in the other yard, but I got a fox that the cameras pick up at like 1:30 and 3:30 in the morning crossing my yard. And used to have foxes out here when I first moved in. Had a little more field and woods and stuff around, but now it's like, you know, don't see them as often, but there's still a family of them hanging around the neighborhood, and it's kind of interesting, but they don't really bother you too much. got up here about 2 in the morning. Actually got a pretty bright fire going on right now in the fire pit. We stoked it up, had some coals and put some new wood in there and chucked that fan up to high, and it was like a blowtorch, so it helped get that fire going, lickety split, and yeah, not too bad. Eventually just went and turned the fan off on it, and it's burning pretty good on its own. So that's one nice thing about having that fan and the air feed on this Biolite fire pit, is that it like burns everything nice and clean all the way through the wood and all that. You can hear the 2 a.m. train to Georgia back there. Yeah, not too bad. Not much different from most campsites too. Go camping out somewhere in the wilderness, you still gotta deal with trains. Good morning, everybody. So, guess I slept a total of close to 10 hours, which is actually pretty good. Well, everybody, here's Shangri-La. So I got my Warbonnet Ridgerunner. I got a 40-degree underquilt on there in green. And this is the 2022 version of the Ridgerunner. It's a double layer, so I can actually stuff a pad in there if I want. Did forget to tie these things around the poles, but you can see here in the light a little better. These are the carbon fiber poles that I put on, and that's just a rubber band to keep them together with. But got my tarp up here, more bonnet and a snake skin and Ridgeline. Made a new Ridgeline set and tarp tie-offs and all that last night, so I got a spare set now. And yeah, it's a little loose there. I get the bungee to pull up the head net, and these ones are nice, like I say, because they got that little loop on the inside too, on both sides. If you wanted to put a little internal Ridgeline in the hammock here under this net, you could if you want to hang stuff in there. Thermarest roll-up pillow, hammock gear, 30-degree quilt. I've had that for since 2018, 2019. I've had that for a while. Pretty nice. Got my old venerable Lucy lantern that's about ready to fall apart here. I get these sometimes real cheap through Sierra Trading Posts and stuff like that, which I don't know, that might be one of the actual real ones, but sometimes either they'll get a leak in the side or those handles will get all screwy. And down here I got the Elite Refuge little table and chair. The chair is nice because it's got a side pocket, little pouch on the bottom, and then another little pouch here on the side for storage. That's about a 2-pound chair roughly. Not as light as the Helinox, but it's got a lot of nice handy storage features there. And then that table's kind of neat. Just a little flat aluminum one that goes down pretty easily. And there's the Biolite camp grill, the fire pit I should say. So this guy's got a removable little ash grate here, and then inside you got these 2 pipes, one on each side. This brings air out, and you've got the battery unit here that kind of pops on and off. You can just take the button and pop that guy off, and there's 3 little brackets there that he goes on. But it's got a fan in there that blows into this little port here on the side, and then that basically circulates the air throughout these pipes. And then there's a pipe down here on the bottom too, which is covered up, and it'll blow stuff through. And then underneath this, when you want to go clean it, there's an actual ash grate that you can like pull out a little panel on the bottom of this unit. And you can see for airflow and visibility, this is all that nice grated material. And then you've got a nice little cooking grate you can pop on top. And then I got the optional barbecue style lid. That was an add-on. I also got a griddle that can fit in here in place of the grill. And if I wanted to griddle eggs or bacon or something, I could do that too. It makes a really nice clean fire. The legs are foldable, so that all compacts down everything. I got a carry case for it. But I grabbed that a while back when it was on sale, and got a few of the accessories and stuff. They had some bundles, but some of the stuff in the bundles I didn't really care for. I was like, I don't really need a poker, I don't need this or that, so I just got some stuff separately. And I got a yellow jacket flying there. But yeah, getting back here to my Ridgeline, just got a regular trucker's hitch. You just bring your line around and you make a marlin spike loop of sorts, and you put the loop towards the tree, TTT, towards the tree, and then you can pull this back, and this loop will not shrink down on you that way, and you can ratchet that line back towards the tree. There too, towards the tree, and then you just go and put a little slip half hitch knot or so on there, and it works pretty well. And then here I've got a couple of prussics. Made this with just some regular, I was like Dyneema cord or whatever they call it that I got, and just something with a different diameter than the main line so it stays on a little nicer. And did that, and then like I say, I got my tarp in a snake skin right now, and that just hooks on with, in this case I got an S-beaner. I've also got some little Warbonnet mini beaners. I forgot where I had one of those at on here. Down here on the end, that's where I got that Warbonnet mini beaner. So that's just got a little loop that I made, and just use the beaner as a quick clip on and off for the tree. Just kind of like on the suspension for the Warbonnet, it's just got the straps and big beaners, and then you got these little ratcheting straps here that you can tighten and loosen the rest of the suspension. So you've got your regular spectracord or whatever the stuff is, and yeah, I always get some of my cordage materials mixed up, but but that's your kind of standard suspension there with your loop. You know, whenever you buy these, I think you can get them just like this from Warbonnet, and then this part with the straps is extra, if I remember right. So you can kind of customize what kind of, you know, setup you want on your suspension. You could probably put a whoopee sling onto that end instead of the straps if you wanted to get it a little lighter. Or if you had something where you're hooking up, you could just put a couple of carabiners, one on each end, and just use it that way, you know, hooked up to some post system or whatever if you wanted, you know, like a fixed setup at home. Or so I like these side bags. That's the nice part about these Ridgerunners. You got that extra storage in there on both sides, and then the grow grain material right there, it gives it its suspension stiffness. So that's kind of what gives this the rigidity that it needs. Net wise, it's nice having these little pull ups so you can get that off your face and everything. It is a little tight getting in and out of these, I won't lie about that, even for somebody of my size. You know, you unzip it and there's only one set of zippers, which in this case is on that side. So depending what side you want it on, you know, you got to kind of be aware of that. You can, you know, zip it all the way around if you need to get it to where you want it. But yeah, so yeah, I got a whole new set of lines here. I made 6 of these, about 10 feet long, and I got about a 6-inch piece of shot cord in there with marlin spike hitch on each end of it, tying it in. And for a 6-inch piece of shot cord, you go out maybe, I don't know, 10 inches or something, just enough so that when you pull these things taut, you know, you got some tension in the line that way. So auto tensions anything for your tarps. Whenever they slack up, it'll keep them tight. And then I got 6 of these MSR groundhog stakes. They seem to work the best for about everything I do. Only time I need to go to a longer cyclone twisted stake is when it's like real rainy or muddy. Usually like winter months and stuff, I might need those, but the regular groundhogs are great for all purpose. So it's a nice new set there. So I got this all cleaned out. I got that little ash grate opened there on the side. It just pulls out and can push it back in. So I got the bottom air bar, and that side's got a air bar, and so is this side. And like I say, I took the little log grate out of there. It allows a little bit of airflow for that bottom bar to get air under the wood, and it gives a nice place for the ashes to drop too in there. So not too much junk on the cooking grill there, so I don't think I really need to clean that too much, but I just kind of dumped some ash out here. I figure this will fertilize the soil. Doesn't really grow a whole lot of grass out here amongst these pines anyways, but yeah, just gonna take these on back to my regular fire pit, the big chunks, and be done with it. It's pretty easy though to clean up. Well, everybody, it's been now 12 hours or something since I came in. I've had a long, busy day, took everything down, did a whole bunch of errands, did a whole bunch of prepping apples and cooking and all sorts of stuff. So I'm going to kind of wrap things up here, but I'll just show you what I kind of did here, apple processing over the day. Got a whole bunch of apples that I sliced up and canned. I got 12 cans here that I did. It was 2 different batches. So a little bit of difference in the color of the syrup. That's the second batch, a little darker, a little more brown sugar and junk in it. That one was a little thinner at the beginning. And I also got a couple of apple pies. They got a little crisp, but yeah, recipe kind of had a higher temperature than I'm used to, but let's put a little plastic on top for now. I'm going to put these down the fridge, and that just covers about 2, well, not even 2 buckets, more like bucket and a quarter of apples right there. I had 2 apple buckets I picked today. I picked 8 of them last week. Gave away about 3 buckets. Had a big bag of apples, gave away to a coworker too, and just trying to get rid of a bunch, and I still got like 5 buckets downstairs. I got them vented and stuff so they won't mold, but I need to get to them. It's just a long, arduous process, and I like canning apples, but I think I'm going to try making some apple sauce, but that's got a lot of time and labor involved in it too. You know, this time of year, you get August, September, all the fruits, popping in, and cherries are usually like July, so it's a lot of work, a lot of processing, but it's kind of nice to, be a little independent on food and doing things the old ways, and, just being connected to everything, God provides you, and, yeah, I said the G word, but I figure, I got these plants, I got all this food here that's being grown, and it's organic, I'm not spraying it,
and I might as well use it, and just cut down food bills, get some other, uses for them and stuff, give some away, let other people have enjoyment with the fruit and the produce, and likewise, just trade with folks. So kind of the way things always used to be. I grew up, I had a large garden and stuff at my parents' house, and I don't have much of a garden these days, but I do have a lot of fruit, so this is kind of my thing, and yeah, I like a lot of fruit and vegetables and junk, so it's not bad. But yeah, it's just one of these little 3-in-1 apple peeler things, and they work pretty well. I mean, it peels and cores and just gets through them pretty quickly, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, lastly, just kind of importing some stuff in. I got some junk from this weekend, obviously. I need to make a video of, haha. And just kind of got everything set up here, iMovie. I might eventually go to Final Cut Pro, but just been using this. It works fairly well. I mean, it's got its limits. No blur filters and stuff like other Windows utilities I've had, but in terms of stability and easy use, this is pretty easy for doing all the edits and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up. So hopefully you enjoyed what you've seen. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscription bell, get notified of new content when it becomes available. And next weekend I might go on a group hike. Let's see. I've just been so busy with work and everything else, and just stuff around the house, and spouse been pretty busy with work and everything too, so I haven't gone on as many trips as I've wanted. Hope to pick it up now the fall's kind of coming in, so yeah, might have a few short videos coming out, and then maybe try to get a few more long ones out, do a few gear reviews I've been putting off for a while, and trying to think of a few skit videos too, just some humorous stuff. That's kind of just what to look forward to coming up. So let's see what time, availability is to do all this, get ideas, but yeah, play it by ear. It's the way you gotta live it. So, alright, I'll catch you guys later. As always, thanks for watching.